Hi, it's Miles Red Songbird, Amur Songbird, coming to you from New York City. I have pictures here of some of my identities. This is Eve, Mrs. Jesus Christ. This is Jesus Christ. This is Mrs. Jesus Christ. Then Eve, Mrs. Santa Claus. Mrs. Santa Claus. Santa Claus was Charan Singh. So was Jesus Christ, Charan Singh Ji. Mrs. Sawan Singh, Mrs. Sawan Singh, Mrs. Sawan Singh. Mrs. Michael Spear, same saint. This is a disciple, this is a saint. This is who he is now. We've been there for about 36 years. Mrs. Jay Chen from the Ming Dynasty. This is Jay Chen. Mrs. Jay Chen from the Ming Dynasty. Mother of baby Jesus. Giancarlo Arturo. Okay, can you see him? Giancarlo Arturo. This is Charan Singh, going to be reborn as Giancarlo Arturo. Okay, we'll go over here. You see Prince William of the British royal family. This is the head of Prince Louis, who is Mother Teresa reborn. These are the children of the British royal family. This is Govinda Singh Ji, the King Queen of the Cosmos. He was Cain as well, and Cal. Okay, so that's, well, here's some pictures. You can hardly see these pictures. I'm not going to do them. Okay, so I'll put this here. And now I will read the conflicts. These are conflicts to what is keeping heaven from occurring. Okay. Conflicts that keep eternity, heaven, from beginning. Osama bin Laden could use... Okay, I have to show you. Order C, a ma, not a wife. Okay, his name is about a mother, not a wife. Bin Laden, Aladdin, could use magic padding. Okay, so that's what's going on with Osama bin Laden. All the selves that I am could cause he's so far down on low self. Okay? Nothing real can feel a real thrill. He's so dead. He's so far down on low self-esteem. Ladder. Low self-esteem ladder. Okay? Only if Mama spread could he, meaning Osama bin Laden, could he consider a wedding. Hating a mama who would use her own son for mating dating, waiting for death. I think my husband, Tony Robbins, deserves all. Okay, let me finish the thing with Osama bin Laden. So, waiting for death, best bet, Mama will be first to take the last breath and leave me alone by myself. This is Osama bin Laden talking. The way we started the cry for help. Okay, so the cry for help started when the ape created himself too soon, before he became a human being, discovered he was alone, he was self-conscious, he freaked out, and screamed to the cosmos for help. Eve came from the sun to help him. He raped her, he beat her, he didn't know how to treat her, because he was an ape. She thought he was a man. She thought she was going to meet a man. She went to meet an ape. Okay, so then this says, okay, so you see the conflict there, right? Osama bin Laden thinks that his mother would leave him alone, so he can't fall in love with her. Now, I think my husband Tony Robbins deserves all the energies I have to keep his vast knowledge and experiences kept from becoming jaded and bored. I discover I deserve the chance to keep him interested in life because I have genuine love for him and all the things and people I am. So you see, there's a lot of love backing Eve's offerings to Tony Robbins. So she's Mary Todd Lincoln, his wife. Marilyn thinks she has nothing to say. Okay, this is another conflict. Marilyn thinks she has nothing to satisfy the wealthy man, the man who has everything, Tony Robbins. These energies are in Eve. She's got the energy of Marilyn Monroe, and she's got the energy of Mary Todd Lincoln in her. She's got the energy of Osama bin Laden's girlfriend. Actually, mama, right? His mama. So, she says, Tony Robbins knows all the tricks of all the trades. Besides, she doesn't want to spend eternity tricking. Try seeking. Tricking is. Try seeking. She wants to at last be able to be self, to be the selves, where heart dwells, do wells, ring bells, do what feels real. That sparks the what? That sparks the true appeal. What if Tony Robbins is turned down because he's the only one who can turn Marilyn Monroe on? And she's the only one who can turn his passion back. The Mary Todd and Abe Lincoln are the only ones who know how to diddle each other's fiddle, while the dog laughed, the cow hopped the moon, singing the tune. I've got a bowl of soup, and you can't eat the goop without a spoon. Balloon, baba baba baboon, bada bada boon. Okay, so that's the conflicts. Hope you understood them. Now let's get to the heart of the matter. I'm reading Jordan Peterson's book, 12 Rules for Life, and he says that Eve gave in to the serpent. And I don't buy the story. Okay, so I say, who says, what if Adam disobeyed, not Eve? Women obey laws more than men. I don't buy that story. The story I tell, I was in the bliss of the sun. I kept hearing the saddest something for help, cry for help I ever heard. My heart responds to need because I'm from the sun. The sun responds to our need for light because his daughter's here, so he gives us light. I left my happy home and flew to Earth. Though something found, and I found an ape who had who had created himself too soon before he became human. He took one look at delicate flower me and crushed me, raped me, forced me, blamed me, fucked, sucked, bucked me. Woman, we had a... Okay, that's what happened. Okay, now, this is another story. Women have a maternal instinct. I'm telling why I don't believe Eve disobeyed God and was swayed by the serpent. Somebody made that up. I don't believe it. As having been Eve, I don't have a feel for that. So we are conscious, we meaning women, are conscious of needing order for our future babies. We wouldn't risk displeasing God, the Son, if he stopped giving us light. We couldn't see how to keep our baby's butt clean. Washing with our fingertips. We'd have to place the tips close to the mouth and nose holes. We'd probably get poo from our finger tips to our lips. Then baby's first kiss would be poo kiss on our mouth and teeth. Shit coming and going, so the baby sucks his clean fat toe. Okay, he doesn't suck the mouth, he doesn't suck the teeth, he sucks the clean fat toe. Okay, that's a huge secret. Okay, I said, you're the first girl who's understood the clue, fat toe. You are the smartest person in the world. This is what they're saying to Evangeline Einstein. Most of the guys don't get it either. Oh, Einstein, son of mine, Eve, if there was a question, I knew the answer you'd find. Yours is a one-track mind. Where's the danger to the baby? Okay, that's the key. Where's the danger to the baby? Led me to realize that when I heard in 1968, I heard Birdsong yell, "Fat Toe!" And I thought, is he calling me Fat Toe? What kind of name is Fat Toe? And I never knew what to do with that. It never made any sense to me till tonight. Okay, the fat toe is the cleanest thing the baby can suck. Okay, that was the clue that he was giving me. Figuring I'd never figure it out in 1,000 years. The other night, since I've been on this journey of the soul, Gurinder Singh has told me to be naked in this room. Do not wear clothes, he insists. So I don't wear clothes, even though I'm being filmed at all times. So the other night, it occurred to me to see if I could suck my toe. I don't know why, I just did, because I'm naked and there's toes and there's clothes and no clothes, and I just did. And I was able to do it. So then tonight, when I'm putting these pieces together, it just followed suit that the baby sucked his toe. You see? Okay, so that's how I got that. Now what else? Eve Evangeline Einstein has cracked both codes of men, putting their penis in the mouths of their little sisters. Yeah, the master gave his mouth to 5-year-old Melanie Murphy. She was inside of me, my energy, to have a reassuring kiss that he is harmless, he loves her, there is no danger, just give him a quick kiss on the closed lip. Well, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it because he was God, and God is too special to be kissable. You can't kiss God. Who can kiss God? Nobody can kiss God. He's too great to be kissed. This was my thinking. But also, there was the memory, the unconscious memory of Melanie having had Jason's penis in her mouth. So when she saw a mouth, Charan Singh's beautiful, innocent mouth, it didn't look like a beautiful, innocent mouth. It looked like her mouth with shit on it. Because Jason had abused her when she was 2 years old and put his penis, which he put in boys' behinds, and get shit on it. You can't clean all the shit off the penis head. So, you see, that's how we knew that Jason had put his penis in Melanie's mouth. And this is what most of the boys do in the West. They put their penis in the mouths of their little sisters and the kids they're babysitting, and like that. So that's a horror. Now, the reason Gurinder Singh couldn't help me with this riddle of fat toe was because they don't do that in the Punjab, where he's from. the Punjab people are from the sun, and the sun is the light, is the truth, normalcy, goodness, inherent goodness. So they don't put their pee holes in their little sisters' mouths. It would never occur to them. So Gurinder Singh couldn't help me because it never occurred to him that this is what they were doing. He just knew there was some guilty conscience going on, and he trusted me, Einstein, Evangeline, to figure it out. And I'm happy to say I was able to do so. Now I wrote it. Let me see what I wrote. Punjabi Indians are from the sun and the sky. That is why they are the most normal, noble people on the earth. They could not explain the riddle of fatto or fatso because those boys don't put their pee holes in their little sisters' mouths. Okay, pee hole, choofing, poo, pee hole, poo, figure it out. That's what I'm going to name the video, I guess. Poo, penis, in little sis mouth. Could you imagine? I mean, Okay, so that's the secrets. Okay, those are the two secrets. The little boys put their penises with shit tip on the tip of it in little girls' mouths. The little girls never get over it, and they find mouths disgusting. Therefore, and the boys grow up to be singers, and they sing to women as though they love them, and they hug them, and they want to be with them, be near them, to kiss them, which is a big lie. They kiss each other's penises. They put their penises in each other's behinds. This is what they do, and then they make fun of women, thinking that they treasure and love them when they are bonded to each other, not to women. Okay, that's the big secret. Now, Gurinder Singh, let's see, do I have this written down? I think, yeah, I do have it written down. Good. Gurinder Singh sang, he took on the form of R&B singers to sing to Eve, his love, his true love. He has loved her since the Garden of Eden, when she was his mother and he was Cain. That was billions of years ago. That mother-son thing no longer holds true. Okay, so anyway, he sang to her, and I wrote down some of the forms he took. So where do I begin? He began when Cain defended Eve in the Garden of Eden, right? The ape was raping her, and Cain was a teen, and he was loving Eve, trying to make her feel better, and he loved her. He genuinely loved her. So the ape found out, and he got mad, and that wrecked the Garden of Eden. They had to leave. Then Cain takes residence in Eve's head. Yes, because Cain was worried that because people were bothering her. She was Einstein. They were trying to kill her. They didn't want anybody that smart on the planet. They want hell on the planet. So heaven doesn't ever exist. They want to go to the ocean of light where you have no differentiation. It's just one big blob of light. Here we're separate. We're individuals. They don't want that. So Einstein, of course, is an individual. So he's interested in helping the individual to succeed in the world and be happy in the world, and not leave the world and go back to the ocean of light. Okay, so he took residence in Eve's head, and then he said to Eve, I'm going to stop your heart. And she got frightened and went crazy. But he was just saying, let me show you that if your heart stops, you don't die. It's a trick, that they tell you that. But he didn't get a chance to explain all that to her, because she freaked out the moment she heard a sound in her head of a man's voice. It sounded like God telling her he was going to stop her heart. So she figured he was going to kill her. Okay, then Gurinder Singh saw he needed to keep up Eve's spirits. He took birth as black R&B singers using the Audible live stream. Audible is ear. He was Nat King Cole singing Unforgettable, Mona Lisa, and Stardust to Eve. He was Michael Bolton singing What Am I Supposed to Do Without You, and singing When a Man Loves a Woman. Anybody who saw Michael Bolton sing that song realizes that Gurinder Singh loves a woman. He's a man who loves a woman, because he really expresses it so totally, with abandon. Ricky Nelson was Gurinder Singh. Jerry Butler Gurinder Singh took the form of Jerry Butler. He don't love you like I love you. If he did, he wouldn't break your heart. And he's saying your precious love means more to me than any love could ever mean. But when I wanted you, I was so lonely and so blue. But that's what love will do. And darling, I'm so surprised, oh, when I first realized. Okay, so that was the Butler. And then he did Paul Anka, Put Your Head on My Shoulder. He did Frank Zappa, trying to be bizarre, trying to wake people up. He was Luther Vandross, singing The Impossible Dream to Eve, and singing A House Is Not a Home to Eve. That's the NAACP Image Award performance that you need to check out. I never saw anything like it in my life. This was incredible performance a person could do that Luther Vandross did. That House Is Not a Home. And what is this? Dean Martin sang Fly Me to the Moon. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Yeah, that was so long ago, yet I remember it. If you who are listening to me would listen to these songs, you wouldn't be able to listen to that bullshit that's on the radio anymore, because these songs are such high levels of articulation, of emotion. They're just absolute. They're like jazz. Jazz is the same way. Jazz is a very high level expression of love. These songs are amazing. They're just going to waste. People should listen to them and enjoy them. If you listen, you'll enjoy them. Okay, what else? Jackie Wilson took on, Gurinder Singh took on the form of Jackie Wilson, To Be Loved. Barry White and Pavarotti sang You're My First, My Last, My Everything. Let the Music Play On. Lisa Stanfield and Wither Moore and Barry White sang Been All Around the World Looking for My Baby. It's a really cool jazz song. I love the way they do that song. Can't Find My Baby. Yeah. And her baby was right there. Barry White was her baby because she was a Moore. There they were together. And they didn't recognize each other because she was saying, I don't think he's coming back. See? So you think negative like that. And there he was right there. She couldn't see him because she's saying, I don't think he's coming back. Instead of saying, well, here he is back. She couldn't see him. She blocked him out with her negative thought, you see. And then, I Love You Just the Way You Are. Barry White sang that. Can't get you out of my... Can't get enough of your love, baby. Is that all the song? Oh, no, here's some more. Most of the crooners were playing the women, secretly sucking each other's dicks, fucking each other's butts, kissing girls with shit-tipped lips. But Gurinder Singh was from the Sikh culture. They didn't play games such as putting their pee holes in their little sisters' mouths. Apes, the ape culture in the West. Gurinder Singh was singing to Eve to keep her spirits up by letting her know how much he loved her. And by feeling the love he feels her when singing to her. He was also took the form of Roy Rogers, the singing cowboy.